Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. Hey everybody, welcome to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com here with you. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. It's about to be New Year's, New Year's Day, so Happy New Year everybody. Hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate, or however you celebrate the holidays. And as we are about to enter, or are entering 2022, depending on when you hear this, I've got a great new interview for you. Let's see. I talked to actually two members of the project Dank Sinatra. We had in studio, I love saying his full name, Alfredo Enrique Benavides, but he's better known in the local music scene here in New Hampshire simply as Fredo. That's what everyone calls him. And also Axel, which is another name I love saying, Axel Bagley joined us on the phone for a bit of the interview as well. But most of our time was spent with Fredo. But Dank Sinatra is a really cool project that he's involved in. He also plays in the Faith Ann Band. And she's a really interesting person, too. So one of my goals for 2022 is to get her on the show so we can talk with her. We do talk about her a little bit during our discussion with Fredo. But, this was really good. I enjoyed talking with him a lot, as well as Axel, Axel has been on the show in studio with us in a previous edition of Local Outbreak. Sometime in the last couple of years. He was on with Brett Higgins of Married Iguana. So, small world, small scene. Everybody kind of knows each other, which is one of the great things about the New Hampshire music scene. It's really good that way. There's a lot of cooperation and collaboration. Ooh, I like that. Cooperation and collaboration. The two C's. I just came up with that all on my own. Anyway... All right, let's get into it. So what we're going to do first is I want to play for you a brand new single, and this is new to radio, so you're kind of getting an exclusive here. Brand new Dank Sinatra song that Fredo wanted us to open the show with. This is called Air Between Us. So we're going to listen to this. And then when we come back, we'll get into our discussion. We had a long and wide-ranging discussion about music, and some other things crept into the discussion as well. So I think you'll enjoy it a lot. But let's do this first. Here it is, Air Between Us by Dank Sinatra, to open up this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
It's just air between us now. Breathe it in and breathe it out. It's just air between us now. Breathe it in and breathe it out. For once. just air between us now. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Just air between us now. Breathe it in and breathe it out.
And I love saying your full name as it is on Facebook, Alfredo Enrique Benavides. Am I saying that correctly?
That is absolutely correct.
Wonderful. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. I'm hydrated.
Yes.
I'm feeling good.
Can you just pull that mic a little closer to you?
Yeah.
There we go.
How's that?
Oh,
Is that
perfect.
good?
That is wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Speaking of the mic, please.
There you go. There you go. Fredo, everyone calls you Fredo, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
That's easy.
I just wanted to make sure because, somebody called Chris Cuomo Fredo once, and he got very angry. You've seen that video. Granted, that's the least of his problems, but...
For example, so Pauly C actually just slipped up, called me Eduardo.
I noticed that.
And I was like, whatever, I don't correct people.
Yeah.
Because it is it's a hard name to say. It's not, I get it. You know what I mean? Because also, I'm not an uptight person about it.
Yeah.
I my old job, there was a guy, his name was James, but everyone called him Jim.
Oh, okay.
But I remember I called him James one time. He was like, "Oh, it's Jim." And I
right.
So
right.
I was like, "Oh, get it right." So I'd love to mess with him. It's like, "Hey, what's up, Jimbo? It's Jim."
I've never.
I don't care. You can call me whatever you want.
In high school, my nickname, my last name is Connerton.
Yeah.
But no one knew how to say it. In high school, first day of school, teachers would always say Canarton. And that ended up becoming my nickname. It just stuck. Like a lot of my friends called me Canarton. And I got so used to hearing that I stopped correcting people.
Yeah.
After high school, out in the real world, people would pronounce it Canarton.
It's not worth it. I can be Canarton to you.
I was so used to it. It sounded natural to me. I was so used to being called that. I just didn't bother. Alex, I'm sorry, Axel. I do that every time I see his name, Axel, and I'm not sure how to say his last name. Is it Bailey?
That's Bagley.
Oh, it's Bagley? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's Bagley.
The GH combination made me think it was silent.
Yeah, I mean, G and H can be an F sound, can't it?
That's true, too. Bifley or something. No, but Axel's been on the show, I think once or twice.
Yeah, that dude's in so many bands and projects.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
A staple of the music scene here.
I don't even remember what band he was playing in when he was on the show. I just remember he was on the show.
Was it Dead Harrison or was it Dank Sinatra or was it? He's been in the Faith Ann band. He's been in Argon Red.
Oh, it was probably Dead Harrison because I've interviewed Dead Harrison. Oh, it was Married Iguana. Thank you, Axel.
He was in Married Iguana.
That's right.
That's right. He was for the first album. He was there.
That's right. Him and Brett Higgins were here that day. Yeah,
I was on that album with him. I was the.
You were?
Yeah,
okay.
I was the keyboard player.
Oh wow, yeah, small world, small scene.
Yeah, and I was doing like a weird thing where I was playing keyboard with my left hand and guitar with my right hand, or
really?
Yeah, or I'd be playing keyboards and then switch to lead guitar and then back to keyboards. It was kind of an experimental thing. Married Iguana is actually playing the Shaskeen coming up here, which is one of the, I think the last true venues in this city that are making it happen with the local music.
Yeah. Well, it's tough these days.
I mean, I'm a little biased. I love that place.
Oh yeah, Shaskeen's a great place. Absolutely.
But yeah, full band. Full bands happening in Manchester.
Oh yeah,
that's one of those places.
Yeah, he says in the chat. He says Dank Sinatra in the house.
Yeah. He is the other half of Dank Sinatra. We're just adding a keyboard player now. We're still looking for a bassist. So,
oh no kidding.
That song we just heard, I'm playing the guitar and the bass.
Okay.
And we've been having guys from other bands like Nathan Pajari from Cosmic Fusion and Curtis Beard from Strange Language.
Yeah.
And that's another guy in a million projects too.
Oh really? Yeah.
But we've had him fill in because our guitar player left the band. So I became the guitar player.
Oh, okay.
I was originally the bassist.
So no kidding.
There's been lineup changes, but we're keeping the name and I wrote all the songs. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, that makes it. So it is kind of up to you in that case. Yeah, that's good.
Hey, this is Mike Sutterth. How you all doing?
Mike Sutterth, better known to some as Grant Lampton.
Mr.
How
Grant
are you?
Lampton.
Yeah. For royalty purposes, let's restart here. And hey, this is Grant Lampton.
Hey, Grant Lampton. How are you?
I'm very well. I made it a point to listen to you guys tonight, and I'm enjoying the conversation. Fredo, my friend, how are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good to hear you. I was just playing. I was playing my bass earlier today, and I was looking down. I got the Grant Lampton sticker between the pickups.
Excellent day.
It's the surfboard sticker.
Well, hey, if you don't have anything better going on here later in the evening, I was going to run over and play with Johnny Friday, but I have to determine if that's still going on tonight. But I'd like to play with you again soon.
Yeah, man, we'll have to link up sometime for sure. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. Tonight, I am working, and at the Shaskeen, there's going to be the Ruby Room comedy.
Oh, right.
Excellent.
And so I've been doing.
Well, your dear friend Mike Tin was kind enough to get back to me here. I think it was last week or whatever. But I'm trying to have some conversations and get my skinny ass in there. But it's great to hear you on the radio, man, and I'm enjoying the conversation y'all are having. Maddie, how are you doing, brother?
Doing well.
Excellent. Well, you guys are doing a great job, and I enjoy, and like I said, I made a point to listen to you guys tonight, and Fredo and I have known each other longer than you and I have, Matt, and it was kind of a weird pre-COVID convergence, how he and I met each other and kind of got to play some music when other people weren't playing music. And
that's right.
He's been kind enough to kind of play with me, and I hope I have the opportunity to play with him going forward. So I'll let you guys go, and I'm enjoying the Facebook live feed. And I'll send some stuff that shouldn't be said, and that way you can screen it, Maddie. How's that?
Well, there you go.
Well, I'm having a hell of a good time listening to you guys. Fredo, great to see your face on Facebook here on the feed, and I look forward to hearing you very soon. And Matt, as always, I appreciate your opportunity to get me on for my little economics thing. But I'll let you guys go. Merry Christmas, and God bless you all.
All right. Merry Christmas, Mike. Thank you for the call. Take care.
Cheers, man. Thank you so much.
You got it. That's Mike Sutterth, also known as Grant Lampton, who, of course...
the one and only.
By the way, Rhonda Favero in the chat room says Alfredo has a beautifully soothing voice.
Wow.
Very, very nice.
I'll take that.
Yes. Have you ever considered getting into hypnotherapy? I think you'd be very good at it.
You're getting sleepy.
You see? You'd be very good at that. You'd be very good. We have another call.
You want to read me the numbers on your card? There's CVC code in the back.
That could work.
What's going on, guys? This is Axel. Finally got to a phone somehow.
Hey,
man.
Axel, how are you?
Doing all right. Been, kind of throwing around a serious question that could possibly, crack the time space continuum.
Oh my!
But yeah. So the major question before I say my pleasantries is between the both of you, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh, absolutely not. I feel pineapple on pizza is an abomination. And while I'm not myself religious, I will say I believe it is a sin against God. What say you, Fredo?
I've never been a fan of it. I never felt strong enough to say like if you made it, I'm not gonna say I'm not eating it.
Right.
But I'm never gonna order it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of one of those toppings that are completely.
I'll put up with it.
Division type of thing. We can't have that. But
I never liked it as a kid.
And anchovies.
See, but those are savory and salty, and I don't.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to call in and say hi, and since I can't be there physically.
Did you? So we're gonna play another song off of the new recording, which we're throwing around names. Yeah, we played one earlier.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Matt, you actually said my last name correctly.
I did?
Yeah.
Which way?
Or after he said it, that you guys said it correctly.
It's Bagley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no, that was
the GH throws people off. So.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bailey when I first read it.
Oh really? Yeah.
I was like, what is?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
A lot of
the silent,
Yeah.
Because I'd rather not say Bagely, and they just rather just go with Bailey, like it's some type of like B.
Well, because it's like because you think it's Irish, but it's actually German.
Oh,
yes, it is German. Very German.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I assumed it was Irish. Huh? I'll be damned. Okay.
I mean, I am a mutt, so it's kind of half and half anyway.
Yeah,
we all are. You go far back enough.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe. If you do Ancestry,
no one will know how much fun old Grandpa got into.
he got into
true.
A lot,
That's
Portuguese
true.
and Irish and Scottish and.
Yeah.
But Fredo, it's awesome to see you. It's awesome to see you up on radio and being you. It's awesome.
Dude. So the next one we're gonna play, I guess you have voting rights here, but I wanted to play Enjoy It While You Can.
Absolutely.
And then, yeah. So it's exciting.
Full send.
Yeah, right on. This is like a new record that we were kind of forced into writing really quickly. Like, have you seen this Beatles footage that just came out?
I haven't. I want to see that. I haven't yet.
So I've been watching snippets of it. Like, the premise of it, though, is that the record company came to the Beatles and said, y'all have X many days to give us an album.
Yeah.
And so Axel and I had these songs we've been kicking around, for like better part of a year. And some of them were like a rehash, of old songs, of older songs.
Yeah.
And so I was having a conversation with my friend. We had already booked this studio time, who just joined the band as a keyboard player. And he says, "Hey, let go of those old songs, man. Just write all new things." Huh. I'm like, I got a month and a half to do that. Oh, sure, let's do it. Sure.
a full album?
Yeah, like 8 songs.
Yeah.
No problem.
Like, yeah, but like at least like 35, 40 minutes and there was this. I think the whole idea behind I've been writing all these songs, mostly about like breakups and like the past experiences.
Yeah,
just let them go, man. Write something totally new.
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
Move forward. Huh. And so we did it.
I mean, we're always pushing the limits of how far fundamentally we can keep songs, relatively like jammable
and alive, if part of the set or whatever,
we finally
you want to stay fresh though.
Yeah,
and we worked with Eric Sauter over at Blackheart.
Shout out to Blackheart Sound.
Huge, that guy. Boy, he's good at what he does.
Where is his? Is it in Manchester?
Oh yeah, he's 570 Willow
Yep.
Street, okay. Right by the, right next to behind the cemetery next to the jail.
Oh, no kidding! I had no idea there was
where Valley meets Willow.
Oh, okay,
right there.
Oh,
so there's the Manchester Music Mill, and I love that place.
Yeah.
And so right behind that place, in the same building,
okay,
like in the overstock area of the mill.
Okay.
He's got a studio. He's been putting out stuff like the Graniteers, I think, recorded there.
Oh, okay, yep.
That dude is the man.
Yeah, his band, Magnetar, kicks ass.
Ooh,
they're really good stuff.
I've seen them online. Yeah.
They're awesome. So
all right, I'm not going to take any more of your time because I know you guys want to talk about a bunch of stuff, but I love you, Matt. I love you, Alfredo. Just kick some ass.
Hey, love you too, Bubba.
All right, you too, man. Thank you so much for the call, Axel. All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, very nice. What was the name of the song that we opened with again? What was that called?
That was called The Air Between Us.
Air Between Us. Okay, so that's part of this project where you had to write eight songs, and you said about a month and a half, 6 weeks. Yeah,
about that.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. So now is this this hasn't been released yet, correct?
No, not yet.
So this music that we're hearing today, this is a world radio premiere.
It is.
I'm honored.
It is.
I love that.
No one's heard this before.
I love that. That's awesome.
Outside of my roommate, I think I played it for Faith Ann in the car.
Yeah.
Like that's other than that, I don't know. No one else has. So
Faith Ann is your roommate?
Yeah, okay. I live in her house.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm the bass player for her band, the Faith Ann Band.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we're releasing an album as well. I mean that album was recorded in Ohio last spring.
Okay.
And it's been, mixed and mastered. And, the band went through a lineup change. We got a new guitarist. We're actually booked for the New Year's Eve party at Area 23 in Concord.
Oh, no kidding.
That's going to be a blast. The Faith Ann band, and she's freaking awesome, man. I'm just happy to be a part of her project. I have my own thing here with Dank Sinatra. But absolutely, so stoked to be a part of that train that she's driving.
I've never interviewed her, but I know she's been on. Granite State of Mind. I think more than once with Rob Azevedo.
She's got strong opinions on things.
Yeah, I should get her in here.
Fiery woman.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, definitely. She's someone who, like for example, like if something breaks in the house, man, I'm a man, but I'm gonna call someone. I'm gonna call a professional,
right?
Not her, man. She's gonna figure everything out.
Oh, no kidding.
Soup to nuts. She's gonna like she's building a bus.
Oh, yes. Actually, recently, when she was on Rob's show, I was listening to them talking about that.
It's been amazing to watch her, like, physically build this whole, and engineer.
That is remarkable.
The whole bus. Like, inside out, like the bed inside, the air conditioning system, the electrical. It's nuts. Like,
no kidding.
Yeah, she's out there, like, with like a welder's mask, just like, like drilling. I'm like, dude.
Wow.
And, I'm inside, like,
And why is she
video games or something?
Is she building the bus for touring purposes, or is it just something she wanted to do? Or
I think it's a combination of like bus life and of course like having a traveling band.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, you don't usually hear someone say, "Yeah, I'm building a bus." That's good for her.
What blows my mind, and I don't mind. I guess talking so good about my friend. Because anything she really does, she seems to just be good at it. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do, I'm going to juggle fire. Cool. I can do that now. I'm going to ride a motorcycle. I'm going to climb a mountain. I'm going to do that now.
Right.
She just does it. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
I'm excited about binging Better Call Saul and like eating some ice cream.
Right.
Catching up on politics. That's a little more, I don't know. I'm not as adventurous as she is.
Yeah,
she's a very adventurous person.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Adventurous spirit.
So how many active projects do you have?
It was just those two right now.
Okay,
just Dank Sinatra and the Faith Ann band.
And how many instruments do you play?
I play I would say three. I'm a decent pianist, keyboard player.
Yeah.
So bass and guitar.
Okay.
Guitar I've been playing since I was 15. I'm 38, and bass probably just maybe 4 or 5 years after that.
Yeah.
And I've been a working bass player more than a guitarist, even though.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I don't know which one I love more.
Yeah.
Keyboards, I didn't learn until I was like 20, so probably like 18 years of keyboards.
Yeah.
And then I just, if someone had a gun in my head, I could get through a gig with drums.
But no kidding.
But I'm not a good drummer.
Yeah,
I can't do anything crazy.
Yeah,
I can hold it down.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to pay me.
If you played drums live?
Yeah. No, I've gotten through gigs. And
stuff,
okay.
Yeah.
Like, we need someone. Okay, I'll do it.
Huh. Yeah, I'm always jealous of I'm a bass player, and that's really. I mean, I can play a little bit of guitar, but the only thing I'm even moderately good at is bass. But,
I was told that you were a bassist.
Yeah.
By my friend Aaron Bilodeau. He was in this band Change of Season.
Yes.
And he said that he was in some other project. I don't know if it was Change of Season or another project, but that he left that project and you actually replaced him as the bassist in the band that he left. Or I don't know if he asked, I don't know what the circumstances was for him leaving the band, but he said, "Oh yeah, Matt Carnton, he played bass in that band I was in."
I played bass in a band that he had been in?
I guess so. He's now the keyboard player for Dank Sinatra. He just came on board. I mean, and he's a good friend of mine.
Because I do recall, and I get it. I've been in like most of us in the scene. I've been in many bands, and I do remember. So I was almost going to be the bass player. See, I wonder if he has it just a little backward in his mind, because I was going to be the bass player in Change of Season.
Okay.
And then he ended up being the bass player in Change of Season. He's a better bass player than me anyway.
He's a pretty good bass player.
He's really good.
I wanted him to play bass. He's like, I want to play keyboards. I said,
really? Yeah.
All right. You do what you want.
No, he's a really good bass player. Yeah.
He's a great guy, man.
But I was at the time, so I was without a band. The band I'd been in broke up, and I played a couple times with Change of Season, and they wanted me to join. But then I don't know if you remember, there was a band called First Shove, a hardcore band, and I also played with them a couple of times, and I felt like I fit better in First Shove,
right?
So I went with First Shove and had it was a great, it was only a couple of years, but it was a great time. But then Aaron was in Change of Season. It's also possible that I have it mixed up in my head.
He's a technically sound dude,
but he's really good. I mean, I felt like, because the stuff Change of Season was doing at the time was more complex anyway. So I felt like he was probably a better fit for Change of Season than I was anyway, because I'm not a super technical guy. You know
why I like him? Because his mind goes different places. Like, he listens to a lot of weird, like Frank. He's into Frank Zappa. He's into the Flaming Lips, and like things that are different.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like that. He's not it's not run of the mill.
Yeah.
And I think that there's such a, right now in music, there is all this data to tell you which are the keys, which are the time signatures, which are to almost guarantee popularity. Mm-hmm. And it's more, he's more on my tip, which is like, let's just say something honestly and in a fun way.
Yeah.
And I think that just being honest or just being different is like edgy or, actually artistic these days, because it's so easy to just, use the algorithm, of music, like to just create something popular. And it's so easy. It's so watered down now.
Right.
That's why I like people like him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that he joined the band.
So he's playing keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I try to, like nudge him in the ribs, like, hey, if you want to play bass, he's like, no, I don't want to. You're still going to need a bassist. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
But like, it actually, it fills in a lot of sound.
Yeah.
It's a lot. He's some stuff is atmospheric,
mm-hmm.
And I like that.
Yeah.
There isn't, there aren't any rules anymore. There's no roads where we're going. Like, you can have one song be a straightforward, kind of alt rock indie song, mm-hmm. and then the next song you can have a crazy atmospheric jam.
Yeah.
And no reason why you should feel like you have to do one thing. I think those days are gone now.
So do you, because you write the songs, right? In the project. So do you, have you given him any guidance about, like, this is what I have in mind for this song, this is what I have in mind for that song, or is it all just, here's the song, do your thing?
Yeah. So actually, like with some of these songs that he's already, last night, he sends me like 3 different tracks. He's like, hey, and I said, oh, well, I like this part of that song, but this other part, change it. And he says, well, what do you want more? I was thinking like a Faith No More vibe with this, and so we have a conversation about like where we want this to head, or like, I like the melody, but maybe I don't like the sound of that keyboard. Maybe, something more synthy or more saw or mm-hmm. rounder, or, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the conversation is there. And it's cool because people like him push me to get my ideas together more, mm-hmm. And like stay productive, stay active.
Yeah.
I think it's so easy to get stale as an artist.
Sure.
You have to keep it fresh. So some new blood in the band.
You're tuned in to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPM Nation here with you. And here is more of my recent conversation with the man known in the scene as Fredo from the band Dank Sinatra.
Now, you're not from here originally, correct? Because I think Mike Sutterth / Grant Lampton said yesterday that you guys are both from the same area originally, right?
So I grew up in San Francisco,
yeah,
California. I went to Reardon High School, which is in the city of San Francisco. And then I graduated. I was 17. I moved to Oakland, and the suburbs around Oakland, and then eventually in the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
Till I was 31. I moved here.
Okay.
I've been here for 7 years.
Yeah.
In the city of Manchester. Mostly like Ward 8, like up that area.
Yeah.
But now I'm up River Road now, and it's become home.
Yeah.
It's 7 years. This is where my daughter is growing up, and it's probably where I'll be till she's old enough to not need me.
Right. Right.
And at that point, I can consider my options. But for now.
What brought you here? Because you literally went from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah. So I met my ex-wife out there in San Francisco.
Okay.
And she grew up here, and she was a transplant out there.
Oh, okay.
We got married and had a kid.
Yeah.
And her old man, my ex-father-in-law, I still I call him Dad, man. I love the guy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
No, we're still, everybody's on good terms.
Oh, that's good.
It's rare, and I'm so grateful for it. So grateful to have like a functioning civil co-parent to get along with.
No doubt, yeah.
But in any case, he was having like some issues with his ticker. He had like a pacemaker, and so she was like, I want to be there in New England.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know how long I have time with my family. I said, all right, let's give it 5 years, maybe 10 years. It's your family, I was married at the time.
Yeah.
And then even though we split, we decided this is probably a better place for Linda, for our daughter to be raised here.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Yeah.
And this is home now.
Yeah.
And I'm, just making the best of it. It's completely different than San Francisco in almost every way.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. At least this neck of New England.
Yeah.
I was just telling Axel the other day, it was like Boston is very similar to San Francisco.
Really?
It's almost like a sister city. It's a little more racist, but very similar in almost every other aspect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Except for the hard R.
Yeah.
That you hear occasionally. Like it's very similar. Like it's an international place. It's small. You can get around everywhere.
Yeah. Without
a car.
True.
It's kind of 24 hours. It's got a pretty liberal vibe.
Mm-hmm.
There's something very similar about it.
Yeah.
But just outside of here we are, New Hampshire is like such an odd duck when it comes to like the culture and the political ambiance, everything, like.
What were some of the biggest adjustments coming out here?
Well, I think, first of all, like there's a huge gay community in San Francisco. It's pretty much queer Mecca,
Yeah.
And out here, it's kind of just like a really open homophobia. That was a shock.
Yeah.
And just, probably just the demographics, right? The ethnic demographics, the political demographics just completely shift. Just completely different.
Yeah.
San Francisco is such a liberal place.
Right.
And it's such an international city. It's very much like I don't know, like people don't leave the driveway unless everyone's buckled up. Like you could look at a perfect stranger and wave on the street, hello,
right?
It's weird. You could come out here and you're like, you hold the door for someone and ask them, hi, how you doing? They'll be like, oh, well, don't ask me how I'm doing.
It's interesting that you say that because who was I talking about that?
There's something about the East Coast. It's a little sarcastic.
It might have been Mike
That's
Sutter.
Another thing.
It might have been Mike I was talking
West
with
Coast
about
is
that.
not a sarcastic place.
Yeah,
it's fake, but it's not.
Well, the thing about
it's not sarcastic.
The thing about like saying hi to strangers. My mom moved out here. The way I came into the world was my mom was living in the Midwest.
That's how we all came into the world.
That our mothers? That is true. That is true. Shout out to moms. Yeah. That is very true. She moved out, she grew up in the Chicago area.
Oh, no,
and
okay.
so she grew up in the Midwest and she came out here when she was 18? And she comes out here on a bus, and I think the only reason she came here was she just kind of, threw a dart at a map and came out here. Wanted a change of scenery. But one of the biggest adjustments for her was, in the Midwest. And I think it's I get the impression, I mean, I've been in the South. People are very friendly to strangers and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much everywhere except New England. One of the biggest adjustments for her was coming out here.
Yeah.
And, she's walking down the street and she's saying hello to people and kind of realizing, ooh, people here really don't like that.
I think it's the winter, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But there is a sarcasm that is, I think, kind of like almost like a rite of passage for New Englanders.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. You could have a caller come in and contest that. I'm not from here.
Right.
This is like the vibe I get with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I went to Texas, and gosh, man, I thought California was friendly.
Yeah.
There's people from Texas. I've never felt so welcomed.
Yeah.
I was in San Antonio, so I don't know if that means anything or if that's different. Like I know San Antonio and Austin are a little bit different than the rest of Texas.
True. Yeah, especially Austin. Yeah.
But which I heard is now like they're calling it the LA of Texas.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly the most liberal part of Texas.
I don't know what it is. I think those are the main things. There's also like a lot more like the difference about with gun culture. I think gun culture out here is stronger, like a lot stronger.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Than in California.
Absolutely.
That was kind of just like a lot of open carry is brazen out here. Like you don't really see that out there.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can, right? In California, I don't
know if it's
legally,
an open carry state. I don't know.
I don't think it is. Yeah.
I'll want to Google that later.
Yeah.
But it might be. It might be a pretty. I don't know. I know the private sale thing is like very different out here. It's like I don't know. I've never seen so many people, and I don't own one. I'm not hugely for one or against one. I've never needed one.
Yeah.
I've never needed to use one in my life.
Well, New Hampshire is, I don't know how consistent this is, but I know most years we rank as, it's interesting, we're one of the most heavily armed states in the entire country.
Yeah.
But we're also one of the safest.
Right.
There's almost no violent crime here.
Sure.
So maybe an armed society is a polite society. I don't know. But, I mean, it seems to work for New Hampshire.
I mean, I think if I was in a situation where I absolutely needed one, I'd want to be able to get one easily.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I guess I've just never been in that situation.
Yeah.
I don't judge people though. Like I have friends. Right. I have friends who have tons of guns, and I trust them. They're good, they're good people. And then I have like friends. I'm like, I'm glad you don't own one.
Right.
Like, I'm glad.
Well,
we're all happy. Jeff doesn't. Whatever.
Right. No gun for you, Jeff. Well, there's some people who shouldn't own a toaster. What's this song, Fredo, that I'm going to play?
So this is "Enjoy It While You Can."
Okay. Anything you want us to know about it, or?
I wrote it recently. It's kind of about just enjoying things while don't expect things to last forever. Just be in the moment, enjoy things because they might not last. Just enjoy them while it's happening. You know what I mean?
It's good advice. And this is a world radio premiere.
It is
very good.
It is indeed.
We love it.
Dank Sinatra's newest song here.
We're about out of time.
We are.
Fredo, this has been wonderful. Now, do you have live shows coming up that you want to mention? Or
we do. Area 23 in Concord. We're going to be there on New Year's Eve. I'll be at Two Share solo. I'll be at Two Share Brewery here in the city. If you haven't been to Two Share Brewery,
yeah, where's that?
That's on Union Street.
Oh,
right next to that bike shop and the laundromat right there on Union Street.
Oh, okay.
They're some of the best beer in this area. And just they have a great little room. I'll be there New Year's Eve.
Okay.
That's going to be fun. And then if you want to just go to the faithandband.com, or if you want to check out Dank Sinatra on Facebook, you'll see what we have coming up into 2022.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Fredo, this has been wonderful, and you're welcome anytime.
Thank you. No, I'd love to come back sometime.
Well, my two favorite things to talk about. That's why I started this show. I love music. I love politics.
Same.
Those are my two favorite things.
That's my wheelhouse.
Excellent. Well, you fit in great then. So,
man. It's been a pleasure.
Anytime you want to come in, you're welcome. And where should people go online for? Faith Ann, you mentioned a website, right?
That's thefaithandband.com.
Did you mention a website for Dank Sinatra?
Dank Sinatra doesn't have one built yet. We do have just look up Dank Sinatra on Facebook.
Okay.
We're also on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. You can look up Dank Sinatra.
Easy to find. That's a great name, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you come up with that?
My drummer, Axel Bagley.
Axel
came up with Dank Sinatra.
No,
we're always batting stuff around.
That's a cool name.
We're going to call this next album Ulterior Motives.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, Fredo, thank you so much, my friend. This has been wonderful.
Hey, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my conversation with Alfredo Enrique Benavides, better known in the scene as Fredo, of course, from the band Dank Sinatra. And it was so nice to also be able to talk to Alex Bagley, who called in and joined us for a few minutes as well. That was great. And please check out Dank Sinatra. Such a great band. But I'm going to actually end with another project that Fredo is involved in that we did talk about a little bit during our discussion, the Faith Ann Band. And Faith Ann is pretty interesting and very talented herself, and I do want to get her on the show in the near future. But we're going to end with one of her songs because Fredo also plays bass in that project as well, and apparently lives in her home. So we're going to close out this week's Local Outbreak with a song from Faith Ann Band with Fredo, of course, in the mix. This is called Tumbleweed to close out this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
My feet are setting their way. I just can't break it with heavy precedence. Give me anything, long as it's real. Vagabond tumbleweed, blow me away. Lost in my days.